Welcome back to Bullhead and Metal, guys, and welcome back to another review. This time around is for Battle Beast, a band coming from Helsinki, Finland, with their sixth studio album, Circus of Doom. It's coming out this Friday, so be on the lookout for it. I want to begin this particular review for those who are not aware how I feel about power metal. I'm a huge metal guy in general. I love all genres. I've been listening to heavy metal, seriously, for about 20 to 25 years. I started as a little kid and I just really got hooked, starting from like classic rock into heavy metal. Power metal has always been an elusive genre for me, to be personally. I don't enjoy a lot of power metal because I'm not a big fan of neoclassical style playing. Sometimes I find it too cheesy, even though I like a certain level of cheese or self-awareness. It's just been a hard one for me to get into because I also enjoy the heavier side of heavy metal. Death metal, black metal, thrash metal. And I've also enjoyed, out of the bands I've enjoyed, for example, my favorite band of all time is Iced Earth. It's a power metal band, but it has thrash elements in there, and that's the way they were able to capture my attention with it. But when you come into the band like Battle Beast, for those who are, again, uninitiated to this band, it's an old school power metal band, and I mean that actually in the best kind of way. Nora, their vocalist, she's absolutely captivates with her vocals, and she really grabs your attention and forces you to pay attention to what's happening in the music. And to me, she's the star, undoubtedly. And actually, all those concerns I might have had about, am I going to enjoy this? Am I going to like this? Even after hearing a couple of singles from the album I did reactions to, I wasn't sure if I was going to dig this band, and I had my doubts. All of that went out the window once I heard some killer bombastic songs like Russian Roulette, The Road to Avalon, and Armageddon. Russian Roulette is just killer fantastic song. It just gave me goosebumps how good that song was. It was heavy, it was melodic, it was loud, the vocals were just full display. There's nothing to hate, it's just all to love in that particular song, and that happened actually quite a lot throughout the whole album. I was really surprised with myself. I did not think I was going to get into, and I like my power metal screams, but Nora, she really got some nice like high-pitched screams, which I absolutely love. Really remind me even sometimes of like Rob Halford. And I love the solos, the chunky riffs they brought in. They had a heavier side to the music, especially with songs like Wings of Light, and just so much more. I could talk about it for an hour. It's not going to really fully encapsulate what this album is going to offer for you. I would even recommend this album to people who are not usually into this kind of a genre if you want to step outside your comfort zone. And I would say the thing that you're going to like it, even as somebody who's let's say you like heavier music or thrash metal, death metal, this album is pretty fucking relentless in its mission of just giving you pure metal goodness. And something I've never noticed before is how significant the keyboards are in this band. They're a main instrument. In a lot of bands, they kind of play in the background or just to want to enhance the mood or atmosphere. They're a main instrument in this band, like a guitar, which really kind of creates this a different vibe to the whole album that I really, really like. I'm really interested actually to jump into their previous stuff after this. They got my attention. I want to check out more now. And I thought that's what I would need to do. I usually, if I listen to single songs, I might not get hooked. If I listen to a full album and kind of see the artist's vision, then you really get captured. And that's what happened to me in this case. Although this might not be something I typically listen to or, put on my playlist or a top tier list right away, I can easily step back and just realize how undeniably good this album and this band is. I thoroughly enjoyed this album front to back, mainly because I also finally got to hear some serious guitar work. I think the two singles they released, to me, they were the weakest songs on the album, and they themselves are good songs. It's just I wanted to hear something else before I heard the more, to me, they were the more relaxed songs on the album. And that's saying that the whole album is pretty fast. And again, I want to mention Yuna and how good her vocals are and how she really colors all the music to another level. She really brings it to another level with her vocals. I know they've had two vocalists. I actually heard a song Iron Hand from them before, and I really love that vocalist. And at first I wasn't really on board with Yuna, and as I started listening to it and kind of getting into it and realizing kind of what she brings to the music, I absolutely understand why fans are absolutely in love with her vocal style. And I would say for any fan who are fans of this band, first of all, I cannot see you not liking this album. This is just, it's not possible. The album is not too long. It's not too short. It's just the right amount with just the right amount of songs. It doesn't run out of steam. It's just, I think, like a perfect record to put on and just listen to from beginning to the end. And if you like old school power metal with symphonic overtones and kind of a modern sensibility, I think this is something for you as well. You're going to be banging your head relentlessly. If you're like a Judas Priest fan, Iron Maiden fan, like, you know, new wave of British heavy metal, any sort of style of melodic, even death metal, I just see everybody kind of jumping in and appreciating what they have here, because I think it's just pure fun attitude that they bring to the band that's just absolutely intoxicating to me. With that being said, I would love to hear from you guys who are fans of the band. What are you expecting for this album? If you heard the album, what you thought of the album, and what you think of the band in general for those who are might not be aware who Battle Beast is, so they'll get at least more feedback just beyond my 2 cents from some fans as well. Guys, make sure you enjoy the rest of your day, stay safe, and keep it metal.